Imagine waking up in 2026 with more cash flow, less stress, and the financial freedom that you've been chasing for years. What if I told you that 2025 is absolutely the year to make that happen? Today, I'm going to share the top 5 investments that you can make to build wealth, beat inflation, and finally achieve that elusive passive income dream. Now, these aren't the same tired strategies that you've heard before, so stick around and I'll show you exactly how the wealthy are playing the game and winning. Now, let's be real. Everyone wants to make money while they sleep, right? But here's the catch. Most investments that promise passive income require constant attention, effort, and always have hidden costs. Real estate sounds great until you're fixing broken toilets at midnight. Stock picking seems thrilling until one wrong move wipes out your gains. And let's be honest, if you're working 24/7 to manage your passive income, is it really passive? Now, I've been there. I bought into the idea that real estate would be my path to financial freedom. It felt like I was working more, not less, every year. And so I started searching for smarter, more automated strategies. And the investments I'm about to share with you are the ones that changed the game for me. Now, number 1 is something that most of you have probably heard about, and it's dollar cost averaging in index funds. If you're just starting out, dollar cost averaging is one of the most effective ways to invest. You ride out market volatility and capture long-term growth. Historically, the S&P 500 returns about 10% annually, which sounds great until you realize that inflation has been hovering around 8 to 10% recently. So even though slowly and surely always wins the race, you might not be interested in waiting that long. And I certainly am not either. So while it's a good strategy for beginners to look at, it's not necessarily the best way to grow wealth. Now, investment number 2 is real estate. Real estate is definitely the OG of passive income. But let's be real, owning property isn't nearly as passive as people think. The truth is, being a real estate investor is a job in itself. And sure, you'll get rental income and property appreciation, but often managing tenants and paying property taxes and handling emergency repairs is more work than most people realize. Plus, with higher interest rates, it's more expensive than ever to buy into real estate. And toward the end of my real estate journey, I found it very difficult to find actual deals that actually made sense to buy. And that's even more true today. Investment number 3 is stock picking. Picking individual stocks can definitely be exciting, especially with hot sectors like AI and the Magnificent Seven, also known as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Nvidia, Tesla. But unless you have hours each day to study the market, it's kind of like playing the lottery. It's a high-stress, high-risk game that's better left to professionals, and even great companies can get extremely overvalued and fall all the way back down to earth. And we're living in a time where current stock prices are historically out of sync with the multiples that should be paid on the fundamental earnings of these businesses. So to recap, so far you can either have a full-time job as a real estate manager or a full-time job as a stock market trader. The whole point here is for us to invest money and to be smart so that we can be financially free and live off of our wealth. So how do you put your money somewhere that will actually grow enough and provide you with the cash and the cash flow to be free and live the life of your dreams? That brings us to investment number 4, which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of the past decade, averaging returns of more than 50% annually. And every financial professional who originally told you to stay away has done so to your detriment. Most of them still dig their heels in when they tell you things like, it's too volatile, or it has no intrinsic value. You would have done well to do your own research and make up your own mind about it. And you might have fired your financial advisor for one that actually understood this asset years ago, like some of the forward thinkers that we know and trust. You know who you are. But here's the twist. Bitcoin doesn't generate cash flow. Yes, you'll see appreciation in your asset value, but unless you sell or borrow against it, you can't pay for your lifestyle. And that's why I personally have most of my portfolio in this next asset class, which is my number 1 investment for 2025. Investment number 5 is Bitcoin mining. If you've been waiting this whole video for the ultimate passive income strategy, this is it. Unlike buying Bitcoin and hoping it goes up, Bitcoin mining actually pays you daily. And here's how it works. You invest in mining equipment that validates Bitcoin transactions, and in exchange, you earn Bitcoin as a reward. And unlike real estate or stock trading, you don't have to lift a finger. The equipment is what does all the work for you, and you get paid. And here's the best part. You don't need to manage these machines. You don't need to chase chase cheap electricity, or deal with the maintenance. With professional hosting services, they will set up and run the entire operation for you, and you just collect the rewards. So imagine buying 20 miners, each one generating Bitcoin 24/7 while you're living your life. Sounds like a dream, right? That's because it is. With returns of around 30% annually before factoring in any Bitcoin appreciation, Bitcoin mining is a true passive income machine. Now let's put that into perspective. Say you invest $300,000 into mining equipment and prepay for your electricity. In 12 months, you could see returns of about $130,000 in cash flow, and that doesn't even include the appreciation of Bitcoin itself. That's passive income that you can actually live on if you choose, or hold on to the Bitcoin for the long term. Now look, 2025 is your chance to rewrite your financial future. Are you going to settle for 10% returns that just barely keep up with inflation? Will you be dealing with tenant headaches at midnight? Or will you let Bitcoin mining work for you 24/7 in a fully hands-off way, generating daily cash flow and building your wealth in the background? If you're ready to see what Bitcoin mining could do for you, click below to schedule a call with my team, and we'll walk you through how to get started, how much you can expect to earn, and how easy it is to put your money to work for you. I promise you, your future self will thank you. Here's the truth. A year from now, you're either going to be saying, "I'm so glad that I did," or "I wish that I had." The choice is yours. So click below and let's make 2025 the year that you finally achieve the financial freedom that you deserve.